to go into the bye on a winning note. From your perspective as an offensive play caller, when you see that many turnovers, what does it do to you in this situation? Even though you have that positive of a win, but you have those teaching moments, so to speak.
Well, listen, we understand, and we can't turn the ball over. Bottom line, we can't turn the ball over. We're too good. We got too much responsibility, for everybody, me included. We just got to take ownership of it, and we can't do the things we're doing in order to really survive in this league. And we've got to get better. We've got to fix it. We got to fix it in a hurry. We get a chance to sit back and look at the first 8 games and evaluate and try to come away with some whys. But we just can't keep turning the ball over and shooting ourselves in the foot. Things we got to clean up in the second half of the season.
Martin and then Chris Franklin.
Hey, Doug, defensively, I mean, TJ Edwards came up pretty big. You got obviously a lot of big turnovers and sacks and everything. Like, how much did the defense kind of have to help you guys out, in order to pull this out tonight?
Yeah, my hat's off to the defense. They played extremely well, held them to 9 points, 3 field goals, and, just really did an outstanding job. Scored on defense, played tough, got after the quarterback. Really a complete game defensively, and it was really exciting to see, and something we got to carry into the second half of the season.
Chris and then Jeff McLean.
Hey, Doug, you guys went for it twice on 4th down in the second quarter there. Could you take us through the thought process, and even when there was both weren't converted?
Well, I think the first the first one opportunity just missed on the protection. Didn't execute, failed to execute there. I think we QB sneak, I think, on the other one. Was that the other one, Brett? QB sneak we got, and then I think I punted on another one. So, again, that's an area that we'll look at this week, study that, and see how we can improve.
Jeff and then Zach.
Doug Carson on the first interception threw in the double coverage. This is, obviously in the red zone. Why is it something that he keeps on doing?
We can't turn the ball over. I mean, we understand that. He knows that. We're in a position to put points on the board and just can't do that. We just gotta keep working, right? Got to keep detailing our work and keep coaching and get it corrected.
Zach and then Les.
As a follow-up to that, what was the conversation with Carson on the sideline, and was there ever consideration to pulling him after the 4th turnover?
The conversation was, just again explaining that just say we can't do that. We're in a position to put points on the board and continue a drive if we just throw the ball away, and that's something that we gotta learn from. And no, there was never any of that conversation to pull him.
Les and then Rob Maddie.
Hi, Doug. Other teams seem to have been able to attack this defense without making things as complicated as you guys seem to make them sometimes tonight. What did you see? Why were there so many trick plays and so many seemingly, plays that took a long time to develop, a lot of time Carson, back in the pocket looking around? What was that all about in your view?
It was about trying to win the game. That's what it was about.
Rob and then Dave Zangaro.
Doug, do you think part of the issues with Carson is just putting too much pressure on himself at times, where he's thinking that I got to do something here, I got to make a play, I got to create, I got to be a playmaker?
I think there's times I think he probably feels that way. Probably a better question for Carson, but we also continue to coach, and hey, you got to trust the guys around you, and just execute the offense and all that. But I do feel like at times there might be some opportunities where he feels like he's got to take it upon himself. And and that's just who he is. That's the aggressive nature and his demeanor, and I love having the ball in his hands. He's also a great playmaker, for us, and I never want to, pull that ball out of his hand.
We have time for a few more, so we'll go Dave Zangaro and Marcus Hayes.
Hey, Doug, I'm sure fans are going to come away from watching that game happy with the win, but also really concerned about some of the things we've already talked about tonight. How do you view it generally? I mean, can you enjoy it as much as any other win?
Yeah, I mean, a win in this league is a win, man. They're hard to come by. There's never a pretty win. There's never an ugly win, and a win's a win. And we gotta start stacking them together. And guys are excited in the locker room. We know we got to play better. We're also optimistic we can get some players back here in the second half of the season that can help us and try to get back to full strength. But it was good to get the guys back tonight that were out there, and go into this bye, get healthy, and see what happens.
Last question here with Marcus.
Hey, Doug. How do you think Carson played, and do you think he needs a bye? I mean, a compressed preseason, lots of hits, lots of responsibility, lots of injuries. Do you think he could maybe use a break?
I can use a break, Marcus. And according to you, I kept my job tonight.
You might have me confused with somebody else there, Doug. So do you think Carson can use a break?
I think this is a good time for all of us, honestly. Where we are as a health as a football team, it's a chance for the coaches to kind of go back and study the first 8 games and see where we can improve in all 3 areas. It's a chance for the players to get rested and healthy, and got 8 games left, and opportunity right in front of us still. Goals are still right in front of us, and as I said, we get some players back and try to get back to full strength and see what happens. Just take them one at a time. But this is a good time for this team to take a bye. Yes.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, that's head coach Doug Pederson after his team's win tonight, heading into the bye week in a 3-game stretch of NFC East opponents. The Eagles so far 2-0 in that 3-game stretch. And earlier this week, we heard Rodney McLeod talk about this team making an agreement. Let's go 3-0 in these next 3 weeks, put ourselves in a position in this division. And of course, they are in first place after a Sunday night football game against the Dallas Cowboys, the biggest rivalry in the NFL, heading into a bye week with the Giants on the other side of that in about 2 weeks. And we are waiting to hear